Got a 2018, new for me in 2020, Ford F-250 Super Duty Lariat. And this thing is loaded for bear. But it is missing a couple things that I need to haul this thing, plus a couple little things that I want. And today's video is about a tailgate issue. So I'm back here at the tailgate, and I'm going to open it and I'm going to let it close here. See how it drops like that? Well, I've seen the newer trucks like these where they come down slowly and easily. They're not fully automatic where they close and stuff like that. I mean, that's probably high dollar if it even exists. But I did some search here just to see what it would cost to do that, and it is not expensive at all. In fact, I think I paid like $20 for this little tailgate dampener. And what happens is when you open the tailgate, it has a I guess you'd call it a reverse shock, but when you let it down, it just lets it down slowly, whatever that is. So it looks really easy to do, and I'm going to take you along for this install. There's no point for just reinventing the wheel here. We're going to follow the directions. As someone who is not an expert at doing any of this, never done this before, but I kind of try to do everything myself when I can to save some labor costs. We're simply just going to follow the directions. And the reason why I'm videoing it is just to let folks know who aren't experts like me. You can save a little bit of money sometimes doing it yourself, plus it's super affordable. So it says here, for installation on the driver's side only. I actually wanted to put it on the passenger side, but it's not that big of a deal. We'll put it on the driver's side just like it says. And then it kind of shows it here, and it's got the parts and pieces with the item list here. I'll show real quick here. And I've already taken them out of the bag. It's got the star wrench here, and just about everything you need. The first thing to do, we'll cover these three areas here, and that is simply, it says to, on the driver's side, locate these two nuts, which are right here. It says to take out the top one and loosen the bottom one. It's pretty simple. So using my 10mm from my little inexpensive cobalt socket wrench set, I took the top one out and loosened the bottom one just like it showed in the picture here. You have to lift up the tailgate just a little bit to get the driver onto this one. So I'll lift it with my knee here, and then it's real easy to do. Next thing we're going to do is steps 4 and 5. It says to slide this plate, which is right here, over the loosened nut, and then tighten it back down with the original on the bottom, and it's not I guess it is an Allen wrench one on that one, yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put that on there just like so, and we'll put this nut in. This is a very simple install. Let me get it started there. Okay, now I'm just going to tighten this down. It's not very difficult, and then we'll get on to the next step. And it didn't come with an Allen wrench. It came with the Torx wrench, which I'm sure we'll use just a minute. But I had to get my Allen wrench tool, I guess you'd call it, here and tighten it down. So it's tight using that. Just so you know, my particular one didn't have it. Now we're on to step 6. It says to remove this with a Torx. It comes with it, the Torx. It's not Allen wrench, but it's a Torx wrench. That's often a lot of things come with in kits with an Allen wrench type like that. But anyway, So it says to remove that, then put this plate here in its place and then tighten it back down. Just like the picture, it's in place. I will tell you that in my case, this was a bear to untighten with this particular Torx, but I didn't have a choice because I don't have this size Torx wrench like it shows here. It didn't come with that. Obviously you have to buy the socket, and that Torx size, just a reminder, is a T50 Torx. So yeah, it's it might be easier for you if you buy that socket, if you get this particular kit, I guess. So now let's move on to the next page here, which is step 8. And step 8 says there's a Mylar sheet. It's indicated here on the truck to help keep components from rubbing. It says it may differ a little bit from truck to truck, so you're supposed to put this on there to keep components from rubbing. And then you install step 8. The finishing end of step 8 is to install the little I don't know what you call this thing. It's not a shock. What's it called here? It doesn't say right there. Go back to the parts list. It calls it a shock. So, all right, let's get to doing that. All right, I looked, and this did not have a piece of Mylar anywhere in the kit. I also noticed that the shock looked different, and I'm thinking, and it didn't come with, it came with this Torx wrench instead of, on the instructions, it shows you to use one with a socket. So I'm thinking that they modified it some where you don't have to worry about it rubbing. And I looked at it carefully down through here to see if there's any rubbing potential, and I don't see where it could rub. So I think I'm happy with it without the Mylar piece. So anyway, this is what it looks like. I mean, what it does, it lets it down. It makes a little bit of noise. I wish it was a lot quieter, but it's not. So maybe it'll get quieter with use. There you go. No more bang with the tailgate hitting. So that's it for this video. Just a real quick, super simple modification to my 2018 new to me F250 Super Duty. It's Brent. All right. Got my new bed liner installed, and I removed this for the install because I didn't know if it'd be in the way. And then I put it back on. I'm quite certain it's supposed to be this way because of water. I don't think water should end up this way. So I switched it up, back, I flipped it, in other words. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I think this mod will be a nice addition. It's Brent. We'll see you later.